goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asked me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Indiana Tech in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, just east of downtown. My name is Jeff Mahoney. I'll be bringing you tonight's play-by-play. We have Matt Jackson on camera. And your Warriors ranked number 23 in the latest NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. Of course, that poll was sent out back on December the 17th. It's the number 3 poll on the year. Warriors ranked number 23 with a 9-4 overall record, 5-1 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, coached by Jessie Biggs in her 13th season with the squad. Coach Biggs, also the athletic director here at Indiana Tech. And last time out was here at the Schaefer Center. They got the big win, 74-46 over Miami Hamilton. Of course, the game before that snapped their 5-game win streak, and that was a loss at Cornerstone, 63-62. That's the Warriors' only loss in conference play. Indiana Tech currently tied with Aquinas for second place with a 5-1 conference record. Cornerstone currently in first place with a 1-0 record in the WAC. And this Saturday, Indiana Tech will host Aquinas to see who takes over second place by themselves or jumps into a tie for first place. Warriors are hosting the Taylor Trojans out of the Crossroads League. Taylor 5-8 overall, 0-4 in conference play. Their head coach is Cassie Weissman in her second season with Taylor. The Lady Trojans lost 74-70 against Ohio Christian last time out. And heading into this game, Taylor Covington is your reigning NAIA Player of the Week. Taylor having a big week. In the Warriors' 84-58 victory over Lords. That was here at the Schaefer Center. The Dublin, Ohio native scoring a career-high 40 points while hitting 15 of 24 from the floor, shooting 62.5%. That's Taylor Covington. She's been the WAC Player of the Week twice, and back on December the 17th was named the NAIA Offensive Player of the Week. I was going through looking to see when the last time that happened for Indiana Tech. I wasn't able to find it, folks. It was either Taylor or Foy or Whitaker, I believe, but we'll keep researching to get you that answer. And heading into this one, Taylor Covington is the leading scorer, averaging 16.8 points per game. She shoots 82% from the free throw line, 35% from beyond the arc, and 45% from the field. Once again, Taylor Covington, just a junior, 5'7" guard. For Taylor, they're led by Ava Henson. She's a senior guard, 5'7" out of Westfield, Indiana. Ava shooting 41% from the field, 35% from beyond the arc, and 83% from the free throw line. Ava Henson is averaging and it doesn't look like I'm going to get that here on the Presto stats. Not sure why that didn't print off, but Henson once again averaging just under 12 points per game to lead the Taylor Trojans. Conference play starts back up for both of these squads this Saturday. For the Taylor Trojans, they will be at Spring Arbor before hosting next Wednesday, number 2 ranked Indiana Wesleyan. Indiana Wesleyan currently in first place in the Crossroads League, ranked number 2. University of St. Francis is tied with Indiana Wesleyan for the lead across the top of the Crossroads League. It's actually Marion, St. Francis, and IWU all tied for that number 1 spot, with Indiana Wesleyan and St. Francis 14-0 on the season. Both Taylor and Indiana Tech have played the University of St. Francis, the common opponents. Taylor lost 88-57 against the Cougars of Fort Wayne, while Indiana Tech back on November the 16th lost 65-54. Taylor taking on St. Francis just 4 days later on November the 20th. Genevieve Decker, the second leading scorer for the Warriors, averaging 11.8 points per game while shooting 53% from the field. Lauren Barton leads the WAC in field goal percentage, shooting 71% on the season. She's also a 72% free throw shooter, averaging 10.1 points per game and 5.9 rebounds per game. It's actually Genevieve Decker who leads the squad, averaging 6.5 rebounds per. So Indiana Tech back in Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference action this Saturday. It's part of a doubleheader with the men tipping off right after. It's a short Christmas break for the Warriors, just 2 games during the break, the Miami-Hamilton game and Taylor. So Warriors looking to go 2-0 during the break. Looking at the men's squad, they are winners of 8 straight. Coach Albert and the Warrior men's team, they traveled to Riverside, California to take on La Sierra University, getting the 81-69 win. And then in Irvine, California, taking on Westcliff University, winning it 78-68. Tonight in Gary, Indiana, the men are taking on Receiving Votes Indiana University Northwest. And once again, they will return home this Saturday to take on Aquinas College. Folks, we're all set here for our starting lineups in National Anthem. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer, Jim Shovlin, who has the duties for today.
Welcome to the Schaefer Center for tonight's women's basketball matchup between the visiting Taylor University Trojans and your Indiana Tech Warriors. Indiana Tech, the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition through the 5 core values of the NAIA: respect, responsibility, integrity, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, student athlete, coach, and official in tonight's contest. Thank you. And at this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. At this time, let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Taylor Trojans. Starting at guard at 5'6", freshman number 3, Emma Cole. Starting at guard at 5'7", senior number 11, Kendall Wayne. Starting at guard at 5'7", senior number 22, Ava Henson. Starting forward at 5'11", junior number 35, Quinn Kelly. And starting forward at 5'9", sophomore number 55, Whitney Warfel. The Trojans are coached by Cassie Wiseman. Assistant coaches Rachel McLemore and Chelsea Perry. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. Real Indiana Tech Warriors. Starting at guard, a 5'6" senior from Dublin, Ohio, 0, Julia Burris. Starting at forward, a 5'10" senior from New Baltimore, Michigan, number 2, Genevieve Decker. Starting at guard, a 5'7" junior from Dublin, Ohio, number 3, Taylor Covington. Starting at guard, a 5'10" senior from Waterford, Michigan, number 31, Maureen Smith. And starting at center, a graduate coach from DeWitt, Michigan, number 34, Lauren Martin. Your Warriors are coached by Jesse Biggs, associate head coach Kylie Biggs, assistant coaches Ed Dupre, Aaliyah Day, Deanne Hewer, and Lauren Tate.
There we have it, folks. Your starting lineups for today's Big Tilt. Emma Full, Kendall Wayne, Ava Henson, Quinn Kelly, and Whitney Warfel for Taylor University, as Genevieve Decker and the Indiana Tech Warriors take the opening tip. Juliana Burris, Genevieve Decker, Taylor Covington, Corin Smith, and Lauren Barton as the first three-pointer of the night. Just left short off the front of the iron. That was Taylor Covington with the attempt. Covington once again a 35% three-point shooter entering today's game. Feed goes down low on the block. Nice fadeaway off the backboard. No good by Whitney Warfel. Warfel is the team's second leading scorer, shooting 43% from the field. She averages 4.7 rebounds per game. Barton looked at Decker down on the block. Smith, so working the perimeter, back over to Juliana Burris. Nice lob pass into Barton. 1 second on the clock with a left-handed hook shot. Lauren Barton gets the scoring started for Tech. Beautiful looking shot right there, folks. She is just about automatic from that distance. Lauren Barton once again entering today 71% shooter from the field. That's number 22 that had the rock, Ava Henson. Spin move, and the 14-foot jumper is good. Whitney Warfel. Warfel is just a sophomore. She's from Pendleton, Indiana. Warfel taking the first two shots of the game here for the Trojans. Indiana Tech, three-point attempt, no good by Burris. And coming down with the rebound, that was Kendall Wayne, a senior out of Warsaw, Indiana. So Wayne has that ball knocked away. It was kept alive by Quinn Kelly. Three ball, knocking it down by Ava Henson. Henson entering today a 35% shooter from beyond the arc. Her number is pretty identical to Taylor Covington outside of the scoring average. Percentage-wise, though, pretty similar. Genevieve Decker down low, lost the handle, gets it back. And fading away, cannot get the shot to go off glass. Hurrying it up is Quinn Kelly, who picks up her dribble. Burris with the tight defense. They got Henson over on the far wing. Nice step through. This Henson, now 5 points in this game to lead all scorers. Zone defense being played here. 3-2 by Taylor. And Genevieve Decker going to be fouled. I believe that is, and it does go against number 35, Quinn Kelly. Three checking in for the Warriors. Gabby Ritchie's in the game. Number 21, Jaden Gawley. And number 12, Amaris Lowry. little bit more of an athletic lineup here for Indiana Tech as Decker's going to miss her first free throw. Entering today, Genevieve shooting 59%, hitting 38 of 64. As the second one is good, so the Warriors 1 of 2 from the free throw line to start this game. Full, just a freshman. She's from Liberty Township, Ohio. Hansen misses on the step back there. Henson once again 5 points in this game. Richie Burris looking down low for Decker. Good ball movement. Lowry back over to Burris. Sinking down to the block is the freshman, Jaden Gawley. That's Richie. That's going to be an offensive rebound by Gawley as Genevieve Becker hits the bunny. 2-point advantage here for the team in purple. Way out on the perimeter. Air ball attempt there for Whitney Warfel. Good defense being played by Lowry down low, but Warfel in the right place at the right time. That's why you do not stand around and watch the ball. Great hustle there by Warfel, attacking the boards and getting the tie up. Possession does stay with Taylor University after Indiana Tech won the opening tip. To inbound it will be Ava Henson. Full back to Henson. Left hand. Did a good job of cradling the ball right there, as you see a lot of the guards do as they attack the cup. Foul's going against Warfel. It's her first and the team's second. Cradle that ball as to not cough it up. You invite all that contact driving through the lane. Gawley left all alone. Can't do that. Jaden Gawley shooting 71% from the field on the season. Gawley averages 5.7 points per game. Folks, she's also a very good defender here for head coach Jesse Biggs. We're going to call the foul on Richie when it almost looked like Kendall Wayne was the one that initiated the contact. Barton and Covington back in. Richie and Decker are going to take a breather here for head coach Biggs. Coach Biggs in her 13th season really turned this program around. Warfel with the step through. Good defense being played by Gawley. Going the other direction. Juliana Burris going to pull it back. Covington with 1 3-point attempt, and it was left just short. Nice bounce pass to Burris, and charging going to be called. Great defensive positioning there by the Trojans. Number 35, Quinn Kelly. Folks, we do have live stats for today's game. Just go to IndianaTechWarriors.com. And the great sports information department, they've got the live stats up for you. Joel and Jack heading up the department, doing a great job. Nice, strong left-handed take. Good defense as Gawley was there with the help D. Currently a 5-0 run here by Indiana Tech the last 2.5 minutes. They were down 7-2 early in this one. Covington, nice feed down to Barton with the left hand. Lauren Barton with her second bucket of the game. Barton now 2 for 2 from the field. She has great touch by the cup. Out of the corner for Taylor, that's number 12. Casey Ott. And that pass intercepted. Great read by Taylor Covington. She jumped the passing lane, came up with the steal. Skip pass. Smith That one side rimmed out and last touched by Quinn Kelly. And we got a media timeout here. 3:48 left to play in the first. You're watching Indiana Tech women's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
Welcome back, everybody. How about Lauren Barton down on the block, 2 for 2 in this game. Doing a great job using her body, shielding the defender, and the left-handed hook shot off glass. Lauren Barton making it look easy here for Indiana Tech. Having an all-conference type season here, leading the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference with that 71% field goal percentage. Ritchie, top of the key, no good. Coming down with the board for Taylor, that was 44. Ellie Vermillion. Vermillion is a senior out of Marion, Indiana, the home of Indiana Wesleyan University. Henson, she already hit a three-pointer there from the near wing. Just inside the arc. Look at the high arcing shot by Quinn Kelly. 5'11" forward from Greenwood, Indiana. Kelly, a 53% shooter from the field. Skip pass to Corin Smith. 3-ball attempt left short. Kelly with the rebound. Kelly, a starter for the Trojans, adding very productive minutes here. Henson. And wow, she was able to escape free from the defense of Taylor Covington to hit her second 3-ball. Henson, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc with 8 points. Juliana Burris checking back in for Indiana Tech. Warriors now 2 turnovers in this game, just 1 for Taylor. Taylor now on a 5-0 run in the last 1 minute and 53 seconds. Indiana Tech down 7-2, took the lead 9-2, or 9-7. Now down 12-9. Jumper, Kelly, inside the arc, good. Kelly has a beautiful looking shot. 2 for 2 from the field with 4 points. That ball, when it releases from her hand, is a thing of beauty for number 35. Skip pass is stolen. That's by number 11, Wayne. Ooh, looked like a travel there. Carry by number 44, Vermillion. And that ball knocked away. Great job by Corin Smith. Had her back to the defender and reached behind her with her right arm to knock that ball away. Covington back into the game for Smith. Safe to say Coach Biggs not happy with the way this game has started. Taylor's 3 of 4 in their last 4 shots from the field. Of course, Indiana Tech 1 of 4 in their last 4 and 0 of 6 from three-point land. Gully down low. Oh, wow, she came down with it. Not a call that is going to be liked by the fans here in attendance at the Schaefer Center. It was a bang-bang play, tough one for the ref here. But Golly comes down with the ball, and when she comes down, makes the contact, and she was just finishing receiving the ball. Either way, Trojans have it here. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. 14-9 your score. Boy, having a heck of a first quarter there as Whitney Warfel just could not finish in the block, on the block. Covington. Decker switches to the left, and Warfel's going to foul her. That will be her second and the team's fourth.
Foul on 55, Whitney Warfel. Her second, team's fourth. At the line for the Warriors, number 2, Jennifer
Warfel,
Decker,
just a sophomore.
shooting 2.
She'll be a cornerstone here for head coach Cassie Weissman, as Warfel's going to take a breather. First free throw attempt is good by Decker. Decker, who missed her first free throw attempt, has now hit her last 2. Warriors out-rebounding Taylor, 9-6 currently, offensive board. And the ball is going to stay with Indiana Tech. Offensive foul is going to be called on Quinn Kelly.
Taylor foul on 44. Ellie Vermillion, her first, team's fifth.
Foul goes against Vermillion. Barton back into the game. Golly and Burr is going to take a breather for Indiana Tech. Ritchie back in. Maris Lowry at the free throw line, a 67% free throw shooter on the season, hitting 6 of 9. Will make it 7 of 10. Lowry, a senior from Dublin, Ohio. Lowry averaging 4.1 points entering today. 2-point advantage for Taylor University out of the Crossroads League. Kelly showing off the skills and a nice find, but an errant shot by number 33. That was Macy Woods. Now Covington tracking down the rebound. Shot clock is off, folks. Covington going to settle for the last second shot, as she primarily does. The only other player I've seen settle for the shot is Burris for Indiana Tech. 3 seconds. Covington, nice fire to Lowry. Lowry out of the corner. Side rims no good. That'll do it for the first quarter, with the Trojans up 14-12. We'll be right back here on the Indiana Tech Sports Network, powered by Summit City Sports. Welcome back, everybody, as we're getting set to start the second quarter. Taylor University currently shooting 37% from the field on 6 of 16 shooting, 40% from beyond the arc, and has not shot a free throw yet in this game. Warriors shooting 33% from the field, 0 of 7 from three-point land is Indiana Tech. Entering today, Taylor Covington has the most three-point attempts for the Warriors, hitting 30 of 87 Ava Zielkowski is second, hitting 25 of 73. Maris Lowry hitting 15 of 44. And Corin Smith hitting 15 of 54. So those are your 4 primary three-point shooters for Indiana Tech. And Tech as a team just shooting 31% from beyond the arc. As Ritchie, that shot halfway down, could not fall. Burris with the offensive board. Now they feed Barton. You're having a hard time scoring. Get the ball down low to Lauren Barton. Covington, that's the second one that she's left just short. Corin Smith about to check back in here for head coach Jesse Biggs. And that's the freshman handling the rock fall. Nice steal by Burris. Warriors are running. She's going to find Ritchie in the corner. Decker now with the take. Beautiful scoop shot with the left hand by Genevieve Decker as this game is tied at 14. Warriors have held the lead once. Smith. Look at that beautiful shot, by Quinn Kelly. Quinn Kelly came to play here on a chilly Monday night in the Schaefer Center. Kelly 3 for 3 from the field now with 6 points. Taylor University, as Barton down low, is going to be fouled. Will head to the free throw line. Oh no, the foul is going to go against Warfel, and that'll be her third. Tough playing defense against Lauren Barton. Barton, a 72% free throw shooter entering today, hitting 31 of 43. But geez, it was about, 8 years ago, Taylor University had one of the best players in the country in Kendall Bradbury. Pretty much averaged a triple-double for her career. Could play any position on the floor. 6 foot, 1 inch post player that would shoot over 40% from three-point land. Barton's second free throw is good. Lauren Barton ties this game up at 16, hitting both free throws. She's having a perfect night so far. 2 rebounds, 2 for 2 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's number 12, Casey Ott. She does not have a shot attempt. Did not start this game, but putting in minutes. Covington's going to be called with the foul. Her first and the team's first. Foy on the inbounds. Bull gets it back. I always say the most dangerous player is the inbounder on that play. Kelly got her defender up. Decker doing a good job not to foul. And the three-pointer is good. Taylor now 3 of 6 from three-point land. Emma Full gets her first 3. Full 29% three-point shooter on the season. Covington up top. And that's her third 3-ball attempt, left just short. These shots are hitting the front of the rim and deflecting off the backboard. So she's missing them by about an inch. All 3 of them have been about the exact same distance. Good job of picking that ball back up by Ott as Lauren Barton got a hand in on it. Full back out to Ott, left wide open. And they're going to call an offensive foul against Taylor. Goes against number 3. That'll be her first, team second.
Offensive foul on Taylor's number 3, Emma Full, her first.
Emma Full. Love the aggressiveness down there by the freshman. With Warfel and Full, future is looking bright for Taylor. Lowry's going to go to Covington up top. Now they got Decker down low. Three-pointer by Corin Smith. Knocks it down. Much needed three-pointer there for the Warriors. as that's going to break the over streak. Warriors now 1 for 11 from three-point land, and we're tied at 19. Shooting 35% from the field. I guess if you're Coach Biggs, you got to be happy that your team is still tied as Henson takes the lead back. Henson, 10 points to lead all scorers. Shooting-wise, Indiana Tech couldn't be playing much worse, as Lauren Barton's automatic, as she always is. Once again, that's one good way to break a drought, a scoring drought, is just go down to Barton. But finally hitting the first three-pointer, you got to be pretty happy the game's tied when your team is not playing its best ball. That is the sign of a very good team. So the ball's turned over on the air ball. And it's going to be Covington and the Warriors to bring it up. Possession arrow in favor of Taylor. Lowry, good ball movement once again. Smith, who hit that last three-pointer, found a little opening and hits the 10-foot jump shot. Corin Smith's got the high hand here for the Warriors. Indiana Tech now 4 out of 5 in their last 5 field goal attempts. Once again with 0 of 10 from beyond the arc before Smith hit that last one.
21,
Jaden Gully checks back in for Indiana Tech. She'll check in for Lauren Barton. You don't miss much when Gully checks in for Barton. Barton a little bit better shooter. Gully maybe a little bit better of a defender. Kelly's shot off the mark. Quinn Kelly now 3 of 4 shooting from the field, 0 of 1 from beyond the arc. Henson with the defense there on this 3-2 zone that they've played all game long. Lowry with her first 2 points of the game. Coming off the free throws. Immediate timeout here with 4:34 remaining in the second quarter. You're watching Warriors Lady Basketball.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
We'll get the ball to Corin Smith, everybody. She's hit the last 3 shots for Indiana Tech, including this one here, the catch and shoot on the far wing. That ended an 0 for 10 streak from beyond the arc for Indiana Tech. Corin Smith hitting back-to-back jumpers after that one. Smith now 3 of 5 from the field with 7 points and 1 rebound in 11 minutes played. Decker, Covington, and Barton lead the team with 12 minutes played. As it will be Gully to inbound it. .432 remaining. Lowry playing opposite Covington. trying to get it into Smith, who was tightly guarded there in the heart of that zone defense. Foul's going to go against Smith. It's her first and the team's second. It's again Indiana Wesleyan, Marion, and St. Francis atop the Crossroads League, 4-0 records. Mount Vernon and Spring Arbor with 2-2 records. Grace is the only team that has yet to win a game in the Crossroads League. Good defense by Golly as she forces the turnover. Quinn Kelly having a hard time with the defense of Golly. Other games going on in the Crossroads League. Huntington beat Great Lakes Christian 111-35. Ohio Christian beat Goshen 75-61. And Marion, as Decker hits the jumper. Marion beat Concordia out of the WAC 80-48. We got today's game going on. Henson working off the pick set by Kelly. Did not like it. Wow, uncontested and just a little bit too strong there by Ellie Vermillion, the senior guard. And that pass is intercepted. Good job by Decker keeping that ball alive for the Warriors as Ritchie comes out with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Corin Smith looking for number 2, just left short. Going the other way, Vermillion picked up by Decker. Corin Smith with the size advantage over there as Henson's going to be fouled by Covington. What a great matchup that is. Taylor Covington and Ava Henson.
Foul on number 3, Taylor Covington. Her second, team's third.
We were just talking about the defense there. Kendall Wayne at 5'7", going up against Corin Smith. Goes 5'10".
22, Ava Henson.
Henson at the free throw line where she shoots 83% on the season, hitting 25 of 30. Drains the first. That free throw stops an 8-0 run here by the Warriors and will pull Taylor into within 4 points. Around the perimeter, Ritchie goes back over to Burris. Barton trying to get position down in the block as the 3 ball is good. Golly gets the assist. So Ritchie now 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Well, she and Corin Smith have the 2 makes from three-point land. 7 points is the lead. Ritchie looking for number 2, just left short. Ava Henson getting some instruction from her coach, Cassie Weissman. Weissman once again in her second year. Vermillion handling the rock. Burris has the defense and a big collision there. Kelly and Burris, their heads collided. Looked like Kelly got hit in the mouth. And Burris on the side of the temple. Now Ava Henson comes up with the steal and goes coast to coast with it. Great job of finishing there by Ava Henson. Now sitting with 14 points. Burris was still a little bit shook up right there when that pass intended for was stolen. Barton going to be called with a travel. Turnover number 6 on the night for Indiana Tech.
Number 11, Kendall Wayne returns to the Taylor lineup.
Kendall Wayne back in for Taylor. Taking a breather is going to be Quinn Kelly. She's going to get her neck and the head looked at. Vermillion, the senior. Henson working off a pick. Tight defense being played here. Man-to-man by Indiana Tech. Great job by I. Defensive board by Barton. Smith has burst out of the corner. Hawk came up with the defense. Baseline runner, no good, but offensive board by the Warriors. Indiana Tech in this game, 6 offensive rebounds, just 2 for Taylor. With 19.2 seconds. So, got a little timeout here as Coach Biggs is not happy with the calls. Once again, everybody, this is Indiana Tech Warrior basketball, powered by Summit City Sports. Indiana Tech starting to come alive a little bit from three-point land. That's Richie grabbing the 3 ball. Gabby, a 194 three-point percentage on the season, hitting 6 of 31. In this game, Richie, 1 of 6. Leading all players with 4 rebounds is Lauren Barton here in today's game. Barton from DeWitt, Michigan, goes 6 feet tall. Decker doing a good job of pulling that double team right there. Golly on the block had the positioning for the bucket. And at the buzzer, no good. Warriors going to take a 32-25 lead into the break. Folks, we're going to take a break with them as you're watching Indiana Tech basketball here. Warriors, the number 23 ranked team in the land, up by 7 as we go into the break. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back in 10 minutes to go through the stats.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asked me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program, I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunity.
The internet there real quick. But once again, 32-25, the number 23 ranked team in the NAIA with a big second quarter there. Looking for a big second half coming up in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And we'll be right back after this quick break as we resume the second half shortly here from the Schaefer Center. Welcome back, everybody. Big second quarter Corin Smith had, scoring 7 points in 3 straight possessions, for Indiana Tech. Take another look at it here on the Indiana Tech replay. We've seen a lot of three-pointers just get left short in this game. Covington's missed 3 on the top of the key as it just hits the front of the iron. That one's nothing but the bottom of the net. Her second attempt was left just a little bit short. But the rims have been cold here in the Schaefer Center, as it's really starting to get cold outside. We had temperatures up in the 50s the last 3 days, but now heading into the new year, temperatures are going to be living in the 20s and below. So Taylor gets the ball to start the second half. And it's the freshman, Emma Full. Full, who had the big three-pointer moments ago. Henson on the run. As that shot's no good. Barton comes down with the rebound. Burris 0 for 2 from the field, has yet to score in this game. Smith looks down low for Barton. And good help defense there. That was Kelly. Warfel going for the steal. He's out of the play, but Barton could not finish. Now Warfel with this turnaround jumper, mid-range, no good. Boy, she is not scared to take a shot. Now 1 of 6. Warfel, whose minutes were limited there in the first half, just 8 minutes played due to foul trouble. Now Burris with the left hand take, and Warfel's going to be called with a reach, and that would be her 4th. She did a good job coming up.
55, Whitney Warfel, her 4th.
And she's going to have to come out of the game, so checking back in will be Macy Woods, number 33.
33, Macy Woods returns.
Woods with 7 minutes played there in the first half. Did a fine job. Covington gets it into Barton. Lauren was expecting something to happen. Now Burris switches to the right hand. Beautiful feed as Juliana Burris gets her first 2 points of the game. Lauren Barton's having a night here for Indiana Tech. Henson coughs that ball up. They're going to say it was knocked away by Covington. Possession to stay with Taylor. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Indiana Tech looking to take its win streak to 2 straight dubs. As for Taylor, they're trying not to, wow, look at Genevieve Decker come across. And they're going to call her with the foul on that one as Emma Full went hard to the cup. Big collision down there on the block. Full's first free throw attempt is in. You take another look at it here. Look at Decker come right back down. Just got there a little bit late, too much with the body. Full's an 82% free throw shooter entering today. He's 1 of 2. Smith. Covington looking down low. Great job at defending that entry pass by Kelly. Kelly, Henson, Warfel are the 3 names that really stand out for this Taylor team. Henson just outside. No, that's a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line. Wow. That was a weird one there because it looked like she was going to be behind the men's line. stepped into it, had a foot on the line. Now Burris with the baseline dribble drive, no good. Decker with the offensive board. Foul going to be called on the floor. As the foul goes against Full, her second and the team's second. As Gully's going to check back in along with Lowry. Covington and Barton check out for Indiana Tech.
Lowry, number 21, Jaden Gully, return for the Warriors.
Juliana Burris now with the inbounds. Up top finds Corin Smith. Before their last loss to Ohio Christian, Taylor got the win 66-56 versus IU Kokomo. Jump ball going to be called.
Jump ball, Warrior ball.
Teams have come out playing spirited ball here in the second half. That time it was the dribble drive by Kendall Wayne.
Media timeout.
Let's take our media timeout here with 7:21 left to play in the third. 34-28 is your score. You're watching Indiana Tech basketball.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a Warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a Warrior.
Welcome back, everybody. How about this play by Juliana Burris? Great defense by the Warrior. Burris, a senior, did a good job of sticking with Wayne there and was able to tie her up for the jump ball. The possession arrow in favor of Indiana Tech before it switches back over. Gully into the game, is going to inbound it here for Burris. You got Lowry, Decker, and Smith on the floor for Indiana Tech. Taylor still in that zone defense as Lowry's three ball attempts off the mark. But Coach Biggs is still letting them shoot those three balls. As on the opposite end of the floor, that one's left short by Macy Woods. A lot of the three-point attempts, it could be the chill in the air, have been left a little bit short in today's game. Lowry, they're trying to get the ball down to Smith. Trying to break that zone defense. Corin Smith out of the corner. Drains the three ball, her second of the game. Lowry going to get the assist. Huge three ball there by Smith. Now 2 of 5 three-point shooting. Corin Smith now vying for player of the game honors. And nice attempt there with the step through by Wayne.
Indiana Tech foul on 0, Juliana Burris, her second.
Burris picks up the foul, her second and the team's second.
At the line, 11, Kendall Wayne shooting 2.
Wayne's first trip to the free throw line in this game. She's a 79% free throw shooter, hitting 19 of 24. Wayne hits both of them. She's sitting with 2 points. 7-point ad for Indiana Tech. Warriors 1 of 4 in their last 4 field goal attempts, 1 out of 3, or 1 out of 4 from three-point land as well. Good job by Gully. Wow, look at that feed. Emerge for Genevieve Decker. Finds Gully for 2. Wow, what a pass. Decker, that's a play of the night so far. Genevieve Decker. About as athletic a post player as you're going to find in NAIA basketball. Another one left short by Ava Henson. All these three balls just hitting the front of the iron. Decker takes the feed and through contact. Finishes. Look at the touch by the rim. And that's going to be a timeout called by head coach Cassie Weissman. Give us an opportunity to check out these last two shots, especially this one by Corin Smith out of the corner.
Turns into a media timeout.
As we got a media timeout. We'll be right back, folks, after this quick break.
Casey Ott, number 44, Ellie Vermillion, check into the table.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome back, everybody. 11-point advantage, the largest lead of the game here for Indiana Tech. As Kelly's looking to get her scoring going. That entry pass is knocked away by Decker. Genevieve Decker having a great third quarter here for head coach Jesse Biggs. Corin Smith coming off a three ball made in that corner right there in front of Coach Biggs. Then that pass. Decker to Gawley was a thing of beauty. Lowry for three. Back rim, no good. And that pass just a little bit out in front of Ava Henson. We'll check out the passing on this play here to show you what I'm talking about. Burris gets it to Smith. Gawley being double teamed, draws that double team, but then Decker right there. Burris from 8 feet gets it back out. Trojans have been loading up the box with defenders in this 2-3 zone. Nice movement. Smith on the wing. An offensive board by Gawley gives up to Burris, who finishes in the lane. Warriors are now really starting to heat up. A 9-2 run for Indiana Tech in the last 4 minutes of action. Ott finds Kelly right at the 15-foot mark. Ott throws it up with the right hand. Good defense being played by Decker. Decker and Ott have about identical body types. Both tall, lean players. Three ball from Lowry. That one left short. Jaden Gawley with another offensive board. She's just out hustling people down there on the floor. Referee timeout going to be called here, 3:24. It gives time for Covington to check in for Indiana Tech along with Whitney Warfel. Referees getting together. Not sure if something was wrong with the clock. Coach Weissman calls her team over. They're going to reset the shot clock there to 17. They're saying that the shot clock should have reset, so they want to put 10 seconds on. but the table saying that it was an air ball attempt. Yeah, air ball attempt on that three-pointer. It was a little hard to see. It could have nipped the front of the rim. Geez, I guess I didn't even think it to be an air ball, but it was close.
Checking into the game for Indiana Tech, number 3, Taylor Covington.
Great job by the scores table, though, here at Indiana Tech. Getting everybody right. Covington inbounded. Burris now just 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to force something here. And nails it. Juliana Burris on the dribble drive is such a great finisher here for the Warriors. Wayne. Burris been playing great defense on her. Foul goes against Golly. Entering today, it's Taylor Covington who leads the team with 24 steals for Indiana Tech. Corin Smith with 13 and Decker with 12. Burris, Covington, and Lowry all have steals in this game. Kelly inside the arc, knocks it down. Quinn Kelly showing off the perfect form there. That's her 8th point and her first point here in the second half. Covington's been quiet. On 0 of 3 shooting, has yet to score. The reigning NAIA Player of the Week, Decker. Another offensive board by Jaden Golly. That's her third just in the third quarter alone. The shot clock was winding down.
Taylor ball.
Coach Biggs and staff not happy about that one. Pleading to the players, they got to know the situation. As we approach 2 minutes left to play in the quarter and a 13-point advantage for the Warriors. With Covington being scoreless almost through 3 quarters, you might wonder if Tech would be up by 13 points. Nonetheless, they are getting it done with their leading scorer being held scoreless. Ava Henson on the other side leads all scorers with 16 points on 6 of 12 shooting. And a nice finish by Genevieve Decker as Golly gets the assist. Golly has 5 assists in this game to go with 6 rebounds. She's also 3 of 3 from the field with 6 points. That's Jaden Golly, everybody. Nice job by Burris. Knocks it away from Ava Henson. And that'll be a jump ball with the arrow in favor of the Trojans.
Jump ball, Taylor possession.
Full to inbound it here for the Trojans. 1:28 and 12 seconds on the shot clock. Henson with the turnaround jumper from 13, no good. Warfel's putback, no good. Was looking for the foul. That is just the 3rd offensive rebound in this game for Indiana Tech. 3 ball, Covington, nothing but the bottom of the net. Big 3 for Taylor. Nearly missed her first 3 attempts, as the 4th one is good. All 3 of them just hitting the front of the iron on 3 misses. Ava Henson answers on the other end. Her 3rd 3 ball, she's 3 of 7 from three-point land. Covington, nice pick set by Golly. Covington looking for a second 3, halfway down, and pops out, everybody. We got about a 7-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Full. Beautiful take on the dribble drive. Scoop shot with the right hand. Now the game clock or shot clock is off. That's Juliana Burris. Going to hold on to the rock as the clock dwindles down. 3 seconds. Burris. Golly with the turnaround from 14 feet. Not much of a chance there for the freshman, Jaden Golly. Nonetheless, we're heading to the fourth. Indiana Tech up by 13. Can they continue to extend this lead?
Checking back into the Warrior lineup, 34, Lauren Barton. Returning for Taylor.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for the fourth quarter here. Great ball movement and passing by Indiana Tech here in the third quarter. This time that was Genevieve Decker fighting through contact. Can't say enough about the freshman, Jaden Golly. She's 3 of 4 from the field. Of course, that last shot she was forced to take with less than a second left on the scoreboard. But 5 rebounds, 6 assists. The proof is in the pudding. Just 19 minutes played. Filling up the stat sheet is Jaden Golly. Corin Smith hitting her second three-pointer of the game there in the third quarter. She's got 10 points, the second leading scorer, Genevieve Decker, who finished. Decker has 12 points and 9 rebounds. Lead all players. Smith looking for number 3, no good, as Wayne comes out with it. Kendall Wayne and the Trojans. Wayne's got 2 points, both of them from the free throw line. Kelly, you want to see her shoot that 3-ball. 3-ball on the way, wedged in the side. As Whitney Warfel having a tough night. Now 1 of 8 shooting from the field and 4 fouls. She had 3 fouls with like 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Possession, Taylor.
So Taylor's going to hold on to the rock on that jump ball. Kelly shot off the mark. I want to see her shoot those 3 balls. Nice feed, Decker down low, and charge going to be called against Genevieve. Kelly with just great positioning. So far, Quinn Kelly and Ava Henson proving to be the top 2 players here for Taylor. Kelly just a junior. She's 5'11". Ava Henson. Kelly, another mid-range jumper, that time from 17 feet. Warfel with the offensive board. Doing a good job of backing out the opponent down on the block. Covington got her first 3 points of the game moments ago in the third. She was held scoreless until about the 3-minute mark. Look at the spin off glass on the reverse lay-in by Juliana Burris. She's got 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the field. Kelly. Now it's Kendall Wayne, double teamed, and the block, I think the block's going to go to Genevieve Decker, and she palmed that ball. Palmed it on the block. Barton's going to check out. Jaden Golly back in for Indiana Tech. And wow, the handoff went to full, and she wasn't in bounds yet. Stepped on the baseline. Turnover by the Trojans. Taylor with 10 turnovers, and Indiana Tech with 8. Approaching 8 minutes left to play in this game. Juliana Burris has hit 3 of her last 4 shots. Genevieve Decker has hit 5 of her last 6. Maris Lowry going to check in for Covington. Feel like probably Genevieve Decker so far, the player of the game. Warfel, fade away, no good. Warfel has a lot of emotion down there on the floor. You love to see it. Decker Smith now from the wing 3 ball. You can see that one just tailing right as it rims out. Full picks up her dribble. Warfel now 3 ball attempt. Wow, that one hits the front of the iron. Warfel, the team's second leading scorer, shooting 27% from beyond the arc. Look at that job by Corin Smith. Got her defender in the air. Could not hit the lay-in. But Decker's there with the putback. Well, that'll be a media timeout. We'll be right back. Warriors about to get this win here in the 4th quarter. Stay with us.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Welcome back, everybody, here on the Warrior replay. Corin Smith, 3 ball attempts, no good. Look at Gawley with the offensive board, finds Burris. Jaden Gawley now with 5 rebounds. At least 4 of those are offensive rebounds. Indiana Tech as a team has 11 offensive rebounds. Jaden Gawley keeping the ball alive, keeping possession with the Warriors. Very impressive stats here for Gawley with 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Genevieve Decker, 12 rebounds, 3 assists to go with 14 points. How about Genevieve Decker with a double-double? And now Gawley's going to be called with the foul from behind, as Warfel's going to head to the free throw line. Her first trip to the charity stripe. Warfel entering today, hitting 22 of 36, shooting 61% from the free throw line.
At the line for Taylor, 55, Whitney Warfel. Shooting 2.
Covington having a career day as far as it pertains to rebounds. From New Baltimore, Michigan. Season highs for rebounds. Previous was 12, and that was back on November the 2nd against IU Northwest. Trying to get a new season high is Genevieve Decker. Covington will be back next year along with Jaden Gawley. Barton was calling for it, and Warfel tried to defend the entry pass, is going to foul out.
Taylor foul on 55, Whitney Warfel.
Looked pretty clean, got a little bit too much of the arm. Ref blew the whistle right away. That's the team's first, and for Warfel, her 5th.
Number 12, Casey Ott returns.
Casey Ott's going to check in. So Warfel just getting herself into foul trouble early in this game. She's going to leave the game with 5 points on 2 of 11 shooting with 4 rebounds. You love the confidence you see from number 55 down on the floor. She is not hesitating to put a shot up. Barton and travel going to go against Lauren Barton. Coach Biggs not too sure. She wants to review the film. Henson, nice snag out of the air. Throwing up a circus shot there with the right hand. Lowry comes out with it. Lowry takes the feed from, that's Covington, calling back for it. Now it's Gawley from 14 feet. That was just like the shot she took to end the third.
Indiana Tech foul on 34, Lauren Barton.
And that's a tough shot right there for Gawley.
Team's third of the
As
quarter.
you can see, both of those attempts from 14 feet, very flat. Very little arc on the shot. Skimming off the front of the iron. Need a little bit more arc on it like we've seen from Quinn Kelly in her shots today. Whatever shooting camp she's going to, I suggest people subscribe. Kelly's got the rock right here. 7 seconds, and wow, that pass. Such great defense. That was a pass I'm sure she wished she would have had back. Covington, 3-ball, rims in for Taylor Covington. Now 2 of 6 from three-point land.
Timeout, Taylor, a full timeout.
Taylor's going to call a full timeout here as we take another look at this last possession. That's Decker bringing it up. And Covington's just left all alone on that one. Absolutely have to guard the shooter. Talked about this combo of Decker and Gawley. Let's take another look at the great assist here. With this 2-3 zone, Taylor's happy to give the Warriors the three-point shot. They're going to make it tough on Indiana Tech down the block. Let's see Gawley right here. That was Decker with that strong finish. Now it's Burris they're working the perimeter. That's Gawley. You can see double team down there on the block. Genevieve Decker commands so much attention that Gawley's sneak through free. What a play that was. Got to be really impressed with the freshman Jaden Gawley. As Indiana Tech, you look at their starters, Burris is senior, Genevieve Decker's a senior, Corin Smith's a senior, Lauren Barton's a grad student, Covington, just a junior. She's the only non-senior in the starting lineup. Then you look at their top players coming off the bench. Morris Lowry's a senior. Hot. And that's a tough play right there against Genevieve Decker. Decker just had the positioning and the great defense. Corin Smith all alone for three. Just left short. So Indiana Tech up by 17 points. That is their 12th offensive rebound of the game. Tech on a 7-1 run, make it a 9-1 run. As Jaden Gawley just continues to impress. One more bucket and Gawley will be in double-digit scoring. Henson catch and shoot. And nice hustle play, the offensive rebound. And wow, it ends up going to Indiana Tech. Except for, they're going to call a foul on Genevieve Decker. Decker now 3 fouls, team 4. .32% shooting for the Taylor University Trojans. 44% for Indiana Tech.
Indiana Tech foul on 3, Taylor Covington, her third, team's 5th.
Covington picks up her third.
At the line for Taylor at 22, Ava Henson,
team's
32.
5th. Henson's first free throw is good. She's now 3 of 3 from the charity stripe with a game-high 20 points. Decker once again sitting with 14 and 12 for the double-double. She also has 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Decker, 13 rebounds. That is a single season high for Genevieve Decker. You'd have to see what Lauren Barton's season high is to see if that's a team high on the season, single game. Corin Smith rims it in. For Smith, that's her third three-pointer made in this game. She's got 13 points. Shooting 3 of 10 from three-point land. Gawley nearly came up with the steal there. Full in the lane. Good defense being played by Juliana Burris as Full gets the offensive rebound. Kelly looking at the block. Has to go somewhere with it. Henson, step back, 3-ball, knocks it in. Henson's now 4 of 9 shooting from three-point with 23 points. Very good shooter, Ava Henson. Burris left alone to shoot that 3-ball. Look at that extra pass looking for Decker by Gawley. Covington, 5 seconds. Pass thrown a little bit behind Decker. Right idea. As Genevieve Decker had an opening there on the baseline. Full going to retreat back. Her team down by 18. Drains it. Full now a perfect 2 of 2 from three-point land. She's got 9 points. Inside 2 minutes. Big non-conference win here for Indiana Tech. Taylor not enjoying their best season as of late. But the Warriors handling business after a slow start to this game.
Timeout, Indiana Tech, a 30-second timeout.
Coach Biggs to take a 30-second timeout here. Take another look here. This is the Juliana Burris finish. Offensive rebound there by Gawley as she's able to find a darting Burris. Once again, some big names going to be lost next year. Although, I know we've gotten through the COVID year, but it seems like seniors come back the next season. Burris a senior, Decker a senior, Lowry a senior, Corin Smith a senior, Camille Keys a senior, and Barton the grad student. Golly should not have passed that ball to Genevieve Decker. Had an open look. You can tell Golly likes to drop dimes. Henson, 3-ball left short. Another rebound for Decker. She's looking for a career high. And a foul's going to go against Kelly as Burris is going to head to the free throw line.
Taylor foul on 35, Quinn Kelly.
That'll be her second.
Her second, team's second of the quarter.
Last year for Genevieve Decker, averaged 6.5 rebounds per game.
Taylor foul on 35.
Decker's been playing significant minutes ever since her freshman year, averaging 27.2, 26.3 in 27 minutes. Her freshman year, she was about the only underclassman that played for this team.
Taylor foul on number 3, Emma Full, her third, team's fourth.
Look at Lauren Barton here. See her single season high for rebounds. Once again, folks, just go to IndianaTechWarriors.com. So Lauren Barton had 14 rebounds.
Taylor foul on 33, Macy Woods, her first, team's fifth. At the line for your Warriors, number 3.
14 rebounds back on November the 1st against Olivet Nazarene. Covington at the free throw line. Hits the first. Her first free throw attempt in this game. Entering today, an 82% free throw shooter. Drains both of them. So Decker's tied Barton for a single game high on the season for rebounds. Ava Henson, another tough shot. And this time the foul is going to go against number 44, Ellie Vermillion.
Ellie Vermillion, her second.
Looking at the starters for Taylor, Full a freshman, Wayne a senior,
At the line for the Warriors, 0, Juliana
Henson a
Burke.
senior, Kelly a junior, and Warfel sophomore. So definitely some good pieces coming back. As Burris hits the first free throw. Juliana Burris, a 83% free throw shooter, hitting 10 of 12 on the season, averaging 76 points per game. Kelly had a hard time finding the handle at first. Henson, that's an air ball attempt. Henson now 4 of 11 from three-point. Genevieve Decker still on the floor, looking for that 15th rebound. Boy, she can do it all on the floor. And on the season, she's hit both of her three-point attempts. As Genevieve Decker, she's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Kelly's shot, look at that.
3-point basket by Queen Kelly.
Decker, 8 seconds. And Golly's going to hold this one. And that will do it, folks. A final from the Schaefer Center as the Warriors win it 66 to 50. Outstanding game here, folks. And remember, this Saturday, doubleheader action with the women starting at 1 p.m., the men to follow 30 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. Thanks so much for joining us, folks. My name is Jeff Mahoney, and we had Matt Jackson on camera. Have a wonderful New Year's and a great rest of your week, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Once again, Indiana Tech wins at 66-50. Your player of the game is Genevieve Decker with 14 points and 14 rebounds, a new season high. Have a great night, everyone.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.